don't know, clients, but we have like really good days. Like I think sometimes clients come in and when I'm there in Jersey and they run up to me and they give me a hug and stuff, I think like that's the best feeling in the world. Because these loyal, like, oh, shout out to Gabby, bro. Gabby is our
I love
diehard.
her.
I love her, Rodriguez. I love you.
Hmm.
She's been coming to us for a long time.
Yeah.
Never, never skips a beat. Never gives us a hard time. Like she's a day one, and like when I see her and she comes up and she's like, "Oh my god," da, da, da. I love that. And then I
You know
love
who?
like
You know who I love? I love Asa. Asa, she's one of Diane's regulars.
Yeah, she used to go to
I
Erica.
love
she used
her.
Archa
P.
Yeah,
Peter
P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P. Yeah, she used to be my client. I love her, bro. She has beautiful hair,
Hmm.
beautiful personality. I love that girl. Like she'd be like, "Yo, you gotta get your shit together." I think when like before when I was there, and I would tell her like all the like relationship drama. She'd be like, "Yo, what are you
What
doing?"
are you
Like
doing?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just don't know.
Like every
When
Hmm.
time
I
I see her on the schedule, I get so happy because she remembers me too. I'm like, hey girl. She's like,
That's
hey.
sweet.
I was like, ah. Like I love
That's
her.
nice.
I love
I love
her.
them. Jessica, yeah, I love Jess. For those
I
who think
love
like,
her.
but it's crazy because Jess has been like my day one. Like I met
Hmm.
her when I first got into the game of waxing, and then I worked in the back of the hair salon. Like she's helped me grow. Like I give Jess like the ultimate credit because her and her brother have helped me grow to
Aw.
kind of where I am today. And for those who think like Jess is going to be loyal to them over us, you're stupid. You're
No,
stupid. But Jess is
never.
lovely. For a long time, her name used to be Jessica motherfucking. I'm not gonna say her
Yes.
last name. See, for
Yeah.
the longest, so people were like, "Erica, is that like?" I'm like, "She put it there, and I leave it." And then she'll come in and
But
try
the
to
best
pay, and they'll
is
be
she's a
like, "I'm not
hairstylist.
paying."
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a hairstylist, so she knows how it looks in the book. She goes, "Yeah, that's who I am."
Mhm.
She's the best. Angie, I think you met her before, right?
You met her at the wedding.
Maybe.
She was at the wedding.
She's the one who did my. She did my hair for my wedding. But she's an amazing hairstylist. I love her. We have some great days at the Peach Bar.
Yeah.
I miss it, but I don't miss it all at the same time.
What was your least favorite memory at Peach Bar Clifton?
I don't think clients, because clients don't really test me like that, so I don't really have anything with clients. I think I have a lot with employees. Um, I think this is going to be like hard, so we're going to keep it in the audio, we're not. But I feel like the hardest part was when I was told that two of my good waxers were running back to my ex and giving him feedback. I think
Yeah.
that hit me the hardest because out of those two, like one, I taught them everything they know. They truly were my proteges. Um, I came out of pocket a lot of time and I helped them out a lot when it came to family matters and stuff like that. Because people who know me know, like I would give you the shirt off my back, like actually, like I would rather you eat a lobster and me eat like a fucking chicken nugget than vice versa. I would always put someone before me. So to me,
Yeah.
when I got that message saying like, I know about your new man and this, that, and third, and giving me all the details about Miguel, I was hey, like me and Jesse were
Who?
like
We literally were
who,
like,
like we were looking
what?
on the camera. We changed all the passwords on the camera. Like, was it that? Like, were they listening? Looking for bugs in the place, like flipping this place up and down. And then it came out that somebody went behind
Stupid
my back
sometimes.
and like, but it started prior, like from when I went to Tulum to like I left to Florida, like they were just giving him nothing but feedback. So when I came back, I was like, yo, that hurt hard. Like, I think that was the hardest thing that hit me because I think me and Jesse are so good at sitting pretty and keeping quiet and being respectful.
But not no more. Not no more. I learned my
Yeah,
lesson after like I'd say like 2 years of silence, right? No, maybe like going on
no,
three. Yeah, like three
yeah, me
years.
and
Like
Miguel.
it is so disheartening when people have like this prenotation of like what they think they know about the Peach Bar, whether that be employees, new employees, past employees, customers, old customers. Like everyone kind of has like this idea, and like I'm like Erica, like it's best to just keep quiet, don't say anything. Like it's petty to scoop to that kind of level. But when things are still being brought up to this day, and there are things that are still currently active in the works of like this like I don't even know what you want to call it, this agenda, like for the Peach Bar, like downfall, it blows my mind. Like we've moved on. Like, yes, there was some bridges that, we burned in the past and people that have come and go who we loved. And, things have happened, of course. Um, but like we try to keep it strictly professional now. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
learn with those boundaries, like even with like, you know, team bonding trips and stuff like that. So I'm like, when there's still stuff going on, or I hear that people think I'm a bitch, I'm like, talk to my staff. Literally talk to my staff here. Like anyone who I actively seek, please help me learn, help me be better. Can I be more useful to you? Can I be more respectful when I speak to you? How do you like my tone? Like I love to make sure and touch base with all my employees here, and everyone says great things. And then when they go, they got the worst shit to say. And I'm like, but if I'm genuinely sitting here having a one-on-one with you and I'm like, I want to know how I can be better, like, tell me. And they're like, everything's great. And then they leave and they're like, yeah, that's why when this person said this, I agree. I'm like,
But
you
it's like
didn't
how
say that
Erica
when we were
said,
working here.
everybody's jealous. Everybody's jealous.
I
Nobody
think
wants
that's
to see woman on
Is that what
top.
it is? Like, I was extremely close with an employee that used to work here, and when she had left, I was genuinely in shock as to why she left. I think it was related to, you know, some circumstance that had happened, you know, regarding like attendance, and stuff like that. And when she had left, I was like, I don't know. Maybe it was like the consequence to her action that like she really just didn't feel was right. Maybe she doesn't agree with like the Peach Bar policy, like what our protocol is on call outs and stuff like that. I'm like, maybe that's what it was. And then I find out from the staff here, oh, she left, Joe. She hated you. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, she could not stand you. Like, she thought you were so annoying. She did not like working for you. And I was like, genuine shock, because this was like my waxer. This is who I used to speak to. Like, she would send me private messages here, like, have a great weekend, like, stay safe, babe. Like, I thought we had like a really good relationship here. So when that came out, I was like, never again at this place, because we
but
never,
you
what?
know what's funny? Me and Jesse's never delete receipts, bro. So
No.
I think if someone generally wanted to have a conversation, I can't come on the podcast, I'm open to it.
Oh
You
my
and I
God,
could sit
that
down
would
and
be
have a
crazy.
conversation if you guys
Yeah.
want to sit here and build this false narrative. Because it wasn't until my last visit in Jersey that I didn't know we live rent free in people's minds. When I talked to Jason from the podcast, First Place, Second Class, I think, right? First Place,
I thought
Second,
it was like first
First
place, second
Place,
place.
that one, First Place, Second Place. Jason, I know Jason for a while now, and he does a podcast, but we're interlinked because one of his co-hosts was a waxer that I used to work with back in the day, like when I worked at Bloomfield Wax and Skincare. And it wasn't until then that I knew how relevant I was and how my name is talked about constantly. And to the point where they're like, yeah, like, you know, she body shames people by posting their videos. How am I body shaming? I asked my you know, my client,
Customers.
do you want to be filmed? They say yeah, we post it. Some of them are like, yo, send it to me for my OnlyFans unedited, da 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 da. Like, I have that open relationship. And the reason why I have two peach bars, I have four businesses in total, my husband's restaurant, my warehouse, this, that, and the third, is because we know what we're doing. Like, why am I still a topic? Even to me dating Miguel,
I don't know.
like people had something to say about that. Like, what? How am
Erica,
I? You don't know me.
you're
Like, you,
misunderstood.
Well,
You're
Erica,
you're misunderstood.
I
let's
really
let's
am.
let's debunk it. A lot of the concern about you and Miguel was that it was soon after a previous relationship you had. What do you have to say?
It wasn't. So, me and my ex lived in separate rooms for a while before COVID. Anyone could attest to that. We lived in separate rooms before COVID. We wanted to split, and during COVID, that person did not have a job, did not have a bank account. I was the sole breadwinner. Yes, that person helped me with my business, but they were not on my business. They did not have any rights to my business. So I did the right thing. I said, you have two kids, no problem. Let's, you could stay here. COVID ended, moved to a new place. That's when the Peach Bar started up again. I went to go help Jesse out in Florida. Came back. I came back to my name signed on a lease that I did not know about, right or wrong, Jesse.
Yeah, I
I came
remember.
back. My name was signed. What is this? Okay, it's a 3 bedroom. Blah blah blah. Fine. I brought my assistant Ariana from Florida. Ariana moved in with me. So Ariana, knock on wood, is my on Bible, my proof. Lucky Ariana lived with me. We lived in separate rooms, to the point where I was just like, yo, your kids come here, I'm taking care of them, but we're not together. You was not at the Peach Bar for a long time, had nothing in common. I finally was like, you know what? In order to leave this relationship, here goes 20 grand. Here goes the warehouse. And here goes a car because I loved your two kids to death. I watched that girl from 4 years old to what she is now. So at that point, I'm not leaving you with nothing. I gave you the warehouse. Homie knew nothing about waxing. I gave it to you. I gave you that matte black paid off BMW X6 that you like to push around. I gave you that. And I gave you the money that you have in your bank account. So to me, like, for everyone's like, oh, you moved too fast. You don't know what happened. Just because I didn't post it on social media doesn't mean anything. The reason why I
And
didn't
that's
post
what's
on
messed
social
up.
media, and the reason why I didn't post on social media is because you guys like to talk. Oh, but he helped you. What did he help? Jesse, was he ever at
But
the Peach Bar?
no, he, especially when he had the warehouse, that was like his side. We were like more hands on in the waxing. You know what I mean? But like even besides that, like going backtrack a little bit, it's none of anyone's business. It does not, whether you guys, were together, broken up, whatever, like the Peach Bar is like a separate thing. But
Yeah.
again,
Yeah,
it's this negative, like painted story from years
of me.
ago that still to this day, when I get new employees, they're like, this is what I've heard. Like they're
And
mad
it's
open
like,
about it. They come and they say what they've heard. And I'm like,
yeah,
who did you get that from? And they'll say the names. And I'm like, but they never worked with us. I've never even met that lady or this person that you're telling you this. And like every time me and Erica are like, how is this still happening? How is
but
this still
it's
happening?
it's crazy because if you sit here and you go and you go back and you look at it, Bella, I love Bella. She had a baby. We had no beef. Bella left for, she had her child. Great. I'm happy for her. But Bella stood up for me multiple times. He would sit there and berate me in front of employees. Why? Because he was sleeping with half of the employees. He was sleeping with half of, customers.
Mm.
Don't forget the one time I'm at work, me and Jesse at work, I got a message like, why are you texting my man? Who? It was from our receptionist
Oh my
who,
God.
Oh my God, the tea is too hot for this podcast.
and she was like, let me guess, I don't have a job anymore, do I? Nah, bitch.
Oh my
Nah.
No.
God.
Yeah,
You're
that's
still my
a
employee. You have the audacity to message me? Like, who are you?
Aw, Eric, I want to give you a hug. You're so
Nah.
misunderstood. I'm about
It's
to
not, you know what it is?
But you know what it
cry.
is? But it's like your private life. Like this isn't something
Yeah.
Yeah.
that should have had to have been like shown to everyone. But everyone like looks and from like the comments and stories that I've heard from people, they're like, yeah, it's like this thing that like she cheated on her ex with this guy, and that's why people are like, you're not a girl's girl. Like, what kind of woman are you? And I'm like,
No,
what?
that's like, yeah,
When I
that's
hear
like,
this stuff, I'm like, what the hell are we talking about the same people?
You know what's funny? You can't say I'm not a girl's girl because I'm a diehard. I stick up for women everywhere, right? I never put my employees on blast. There was multiple employees, right? There was a skincare specialist who did their thing. There was a receptionist who did their thing, and there was two other girls who went back and told all my nonsense, and I never said anything, right? When it comes to other past employees, there's past employees that, dude, you bled on a chair. I threw my clothes and my stuff. I sat on your blood to hide the fact from other employees that you bled on white sofa, right? So to me, to see like, oh, you're not a girl's girl. Why? Because I don't say anything. Because I'm not gonna bring other women down. I'm just not. If anyone knows me, my personal circle is very very small, very very small. I treat Ariana like a daughter because she's my daughter,
She
and
needs it.
Jesse's just my little sister, right? And even when Angie and Rakaya come, or Jesse and her boyfriend come, and they come to my house, they're treated with the utmost respect. I cook dinner for them. Everything's set out in stone for you guys
That
because
Southern
I am,
hospitality.
yeah.
yeah, right? Like, because that's what I am. I'm very, very, very close to those people, but even employees. But for you to sit here and be like, you're not a girl's girl, like, ill, like, how could you do that? How could I do what?
Yeah,
Be called
that is the
fat multiple
question
times?
of the year,
When I
honestly.
got my gallbladder removed, I was by myself in the hospital and I was told I had to go right back to work because we couldn't miss so much money. Who's going to pay the bills? So to me, it's like people have so much to say, but not know facts. Like before you speak, know the facts.
But also
Yeah.
besides that, let's talk it out. Like, I am all for,
Yeah.
like, I hate the back and forth of people. Like, when people come in and they're like, oh, this is like the word on the wax street, right? This is what we've heard and stuff. And I'm like, it's simple. Like, half of these people that I've heard things like that came from this person or this person, like, you have my number. It's very easy. Like, if you honestly felt that I had betrayed you, did you dirty, or whatever, let's talk it out. That's what adults do. This, like, whole thing with, like, sending people in, it's just crazy to me. I feel like I'm in like a
Because,
real life like Spy Kids movie.
dude,
No, I'm not
to
kidding. For everyone
to
listening,
me,
go.
it makes no sense, right? Please, somebody make it make sense. For the women out there, for the men, whoever listens to our podcast, make this make sense. The company is called Peach Bar Waxing Center. You look online, who's the license under? Erica. Who's the LLC under? Erica. Who's the insurance under? Erica. Who's everything under? Erica. Bank accounts, my name. Everything's under my name. This person, if I was cheating and I was doing this, why would I leave him a business?
Some might
Why would I
say
leave him
maybe
a
guilty.
car?
They might say guilty conscience.
Of
Conscience.
what?
Sorry.
Of what? Of like, what would I need to be feeling guilty of? Because no offense, there's plenty of people out there. Yo, give it to you. You're happy being a side chick. I could never. I was cheated on from my first marriage. I was cheated on previous relationships. I could never cheat on a person because that's not how my heart was built. It's not. Even ask Jesse. Like, I go to Jersey and I'm like, I miss Miguel. Like, he might piss me off, but I miss him and I have that respect for him. Even Jesse and I, we barely have arguments because we just don't. I don't have it in me to yell at somebody that I care about. So if I left him a business and I left him a car and I did all this stuff that's under my name, how could I possibly be wrong here? Or is it just the world trying to knock down another woman who's on top and you guys are throwing
I honestly
shade?
think it's just that. People are jealous. People are envious and people want to see you
Joe,
lose. And it's
wait,
because you're doing so good.
But like,
Period.
why? Like, there's enough room in the world for so many people to be successful. Like, have their own gig. Like,
Yeah, but it's
wait
like
till
what
that.
everybody's.
No, wait till that Ozempic hits in, and I'm gonna have my summer body. You're gonna be really hating, bro. You're gonna be on the curve.
That's
Because
crazy.
there's no stopping me. Once I get
No.
like 80 pounds, there's no stopping me.
No.
It's to the fucking top, bro.
Oh man.